I did sell 4 bags in March. Hi and very welcome. My name is Mary. This is my channel Lumi Level Up and I'm a luxury lover on an average income trying to be more mindful with my money. And I'm so happy to sit here and talk to the camera, talk to you, because unfortunately I haven't put out a video in quite a while. Some of you might have seen my community post or my little reel that I posted. Our roof and roof truss renovation finally is starting. We had the beetles killed that were living in our roof truss in the wood. So that was the first step and we had to clean out the entire attic to be able to do so, and hubby put in hours and hours of work, and of course I tried to help him wherever I can, and it was just a lot of work, a lot of stress, a lot of dirt, a lot of noise, so that I have not been able to sit down and film, and unfortunately I cannot really give you a timeline when everything will be completely back to normal. If you enjoy my videos, I'm really sorry and have to apologize. There will be fewer of them for a while, might be weeks, might be months. I really cannot promise anything at this point in time, so if you don't want to miss an upload, maybe consider to activate that little bell, because then you will get a notification once I upload it. I try to do at least 1 video a week. Most of the times I even did 2 videos a week, and I definitely cannot keep up with that for the foreseeable future. That's that, to put it out right then and there. I definitely will try to keep doing this series of monthly recap of everything I bought, everything I sold, and everything I resisted. So this is the March recap and we are doing it the same way we are always doing it, starting with all the things I bought in March, which are a few, some, but I think the total cost of all of them together is not even that dramatic. So, like we oftentimes do it, let me start with the matching set I'm wearing, and I have to put a side shot for you so you can entirely see it. It is a little shirt with the matching cardigan that has this super cute bow detail, or it's not a bow yet, but you can tie it to bow, but I didn't do so because I wanted to showcase the necklace as well, but you get the idea. And it comes with a matching skirt as well. I think it's more of a somewhat modern twist when you tuck it in, but of course you could leave it hanging out as well. It is a vintage set. It's wool and nylon. It's very well made, and of course, as you know me, I bought it at a flea market. All of those 3 pieces together for just €8. Going on with an item I'm already wearing, where we definitely need a close-up as well. A necklace with a V, which does not make that much sense because unfortunately my name is not Valerie or Veronica or anything with a V. My name is Mary, or Marion, much rather my legal name. So why do I wear a V? Unfortunately, not even hubby's name starts with a V. But I spotted this necklace at such a great price on Vinted that I was not able to leave it behind. I have to check back my screenshots. When I first spotted that necklace, the price was already good, but I didn't buy it. I just took some screenshots and put it in my little temptations folder and wanted to share with you that it was in temptation. Back then it was €35 on Vinted, or 37 and 45 cents if you include the Vinted security system, and then I think €2 on top for the shipping, so round about €40. Oh, and I did not even tell you yet what the brand is. You might think it's Versace, you might think it's Valentino, you might think it's a brand with V, but actually it's not. It's Oscar della Renta, but I thought one could consider this as Versace or Valentino or whatever with a V, and people wear necklaces with the brand's logo, so why should I not be allowed to wear a V? Let me know in the comments if that is completely ridiculously crazy, or if you get my point. It even came still with the original invoice, so that necklace would have costed €282. It was bought, let me check if there is a date, on the 2nd of January in 2022. So nearly €300 for that necklace, and it was listed for 40. And I was watching it, and the price went down and down and down. At one point it was so low that including the insured shipping and the Vinted buying shipping option, it was just €20.54 for a nearly 300 euro necklace that somehow spoke to me, even though the letter makes no sense at all. And then I wasn't able to resist it, and I just thought, well, I will get it and I will wear it and I will pretend it's Valentino or Versace or whatever V might have a special meaning for me, like valuable. I'm valuable and this necklace reminds me. I don't even know. I couldn't resist it and I got it and I really do not regret it. Quite the opposite is the case, because I fell down somewhat of a rabbit hole of Oscar de la Renta vintage jewelry and I'm absolutely in love. Unfortunately, most of the other pieces I spotted are a tad higher priced, but still manageable prices for the vintage pieces. I know it's just costume jewelry, yet still. Well, I unlocked a shopping interest there and I bought that necklace. That's everything I'm wearing right now that I can already show you, but I bought some more. A vintage find as well is this alpaca hat by the brand Totem, for which I do have a soft spot. Funnily enough, the hat and the necklace are from the same seller. Completely forgot that again. I bought this hat at the beginning of March and the necklace way later, because I was watching the price drop. And I have a very soft spot for the brand Totem, however you will pronounce it. I think that hat would have been around 200 euro regular retail as well. And I bought it for 28 euro and 94 cents as well, including insured shipping and the vintage system thingy thing. Not really necessary to get a alpaca wool hat when we are heading towards spring, but I like the neutral color and I like the price point. Winter is always coming back, so I got that. Another purchase, which, well, I'm not sure if it will make sense to you. I bought a second smartwatch, this time with a silver jewelry band. I already have one in gold and I hate mixing jewelry colors since I'm wearing these watches day in, day out. I just take them off for filming because I don't think they are the cutest look for a filming outfit, but now that I do have a golden one and a silver one, it even would work with most outfits. I bought the second watch used on eBay and together with the watch band I just paid 22 euro and 45 cents. It might be a little bit ridiculous and unnecessary to get an entire watch instead of just getting a band, but I don't want to fiddle with getting the chains exchanged all the time. This was just the easier way for me to do, and I think the 25 euro don't hurt for an item that I will wear every day, either the gold or the silver. I have a pair of sunglasses, in this case by the brand Riani. That's as well why I catched my straw bag, because this is the same brand. It's not really luxury, it's more high street, but it's a nicer German brand, and spotted those sunglasses at the flea market. They just were 8 euro, which is not the most incredible deal on a pair of high street sunglasses, but I thought they were cute. I like it when I go swimming to the beach or at a pool to not take my most luxurious expensive sunglasses, but a pair which wouldn't hurt if I lost it or damaged it or something like that. So purchased this one. At the same flea market I purchased a belt, to which there is more of a backstory, but I think that belt and that story might need its own video because it might take too long. This is a Dolce & Gabbana belt in, how is that metal called? Copper? Bronze in German, with a sparkly clasp. Looking back at it now, I think I overpaid because I spent 50 euro on it, and I would usually not spend that much for a belt at the flea market, but I had a very special connection to the seller. It felt good to purchase something from her. It felt like charity work. I would not really have needed it. It's more than I would usually pay, but it's okay because the money kind of is going to a good cause. At another flea market, I found this Galusha leather exotic bangle for just 5 euro. It is real exotic leather. And it's getting really hot here, so I think I have to take my cardigan off. I didn't want to do so because I recently had blood work taken and it doesn't look very nice, but well, it's too hot, so there you go. I think the last purchase from the same flea market where I got that bangle is a camel hair blazer by a German brand called Renta. They are not in business anymore, but they used to be, yeah, kind of on the luxurious end as well. And I really love the way this coat sits, or much rather blazer. It's really high quality. It was just 5 euro, and since I bought it, I wore it again and again, over and over, so this was really a great purchase. That was everything I bought. Now to the what I sold section. Already told you in the intro that I sold 4 bags. 2 of them might come as a surprise, maybe, and the other 2 are kind of random, so let's start with those. I sold a fossil bag for 30 euro on Vinted. I sold a Job bag, which is a German brand as well, for 32 euro and 40 cents on Vinted. Now maybe the shocker. I sold my Fendi sequin mini Peekaboo for 625 euro and 94 cents. Well, no, that's not what I sold it for, that's what I got, because I sold it on Vestiaire Collective, so let me quickly check. It sold for 813 euro. Someone was willing to pay that, but what I got was 625 and 94 cents. I bought that bag about 2 years ago, maybe wore it twice in the entire time that I owned it. I did film a review on that bag as well, and already in that review I told you that the bag is not really working for me, that I don't mind that I bought it because it is so beautiful and I got it for a good price, and I think that I would be able to get my money back, which indeed I did get my money back. I realized I don't need it sitting on a shelf, and in general, for our attic renovation, I have to get my walk-in closet cleaned out. Where the walk-in closet is at the moment, there will be our dining room and the stairs to go upstairs. And my new walk-in closet will be upstairs, but it will be smaller because of the sloping roof. So I kind of have to get rid of some things, and that was just a piece that I knew I would not really wear. It's gone. I sold it. I'm happy with the price I got. Should we stay in the range of bags? Maybe. I as well sold the mango clutch that I very recently purchased. I reviewed that one as well. This was kind of a impulsive decision to sell it because I felt like the shape is so hot and trendy at the moment. I should try to get rid of it right now because maybe no one would want it later. And the closure was so fizzly. I had struggled opening that bag. With having in mind that I have to clean out my closet, really deep clean out my closet, I listed it and sold it for 29 euro plus shipping. So that's that. Another item that is kind of interesting from the sold section is this Dolce & Gabbana underwear top, which I think you could pull off as a little going out shirt as well. Sold that one for 33 euro. The last item, a pair of Prada suede sneakers for 29 euro. They were already very, very used, so I was willing to let go for a very little price. They sold on Vestiaire Collective as well, and someone paid 48 euro. For them, I got the 32. Yeah, that's the things I let go. I wish it would be even more, because I have to make room. But right now I do not even have the time or the energy to list more, to sell more, so the struggle is real. For the temptations, I have to start off with something unusual, somewhat unusual I think, and I need your opinion on it. Did any one of you ever do a style analysis, or much rather color analysis, to know which type you are, a soft winter or a soft autumn, or I think you get the point. It's on social media everywhere, and even in my real life I now heard people talking about the color analyses they got done and how happy they are with it and that they dress so much better now. I never did anything like that. I have no idea what type I am. To be completely honest, I'm not even able to tell you if I'm a warm or a cold undertone, if my veins are blue or green. Sometimes they look more blue to me, sometimes they look more green to me. I don't know. I don't know what type I am. You can let me know if you think you have an idea. I'm kind of pale. I have blue eyes and brown hair, and I don't know what color suits me. So I'm really tempted to do a professional color analysis, and of course there are different providers with different price points. I definitely would want to do a in-person one because I think it's just more in-depth and real if it's not just a screen, because you know, lighting and screens, they just can make a different impression. So I want to do it in person. The cheapest one I found in my area is 225 euro, and they can go up all the way to 1,300, which definitely is way more than I would want to spend. I think 300 would be my max, and already that feels like a lot of money to spend on kind of styling consulting. Really curious if any one of you ever did it and how you like your results, and if you would recommend it and what you think about those prices. Has been a temptation for March and might become a purchase in April or someone around the year. Let me know your experiences and your thoughts on that, definitely. Then we of course have a little vintage and kicks in this video as well. Quite early in March, this Celine bag dropped for 295 euro. Really liked it, really thought the price is good, but it's somewhat too similar to my Louis Vuitton pochette IFA, color-wise and shape-wise, so it would be a duplicate and I would limit the times I would wear my old IFA pochette, so no need to spend on another bag. Sophie Showhead shared those Zara mules that are very reminiscent of Jimmy Choo. They were around £40. And I could not find them on the German website, so I'm not even sure if they ever came to Germany. So I'm not sure if we can consider this a temptation, because there would not have been a way to purchase them, but I really liked them and I tried to search for them, and if they would have been €40 and it would have been possible to purchase them, I might have purchased them, so that's why they are on my list. Then, as I already told you in the what I bought section, I went down the Oscar de la Renta rabbit hole and I found 2 pairs on Vinted from a same seller that I haggled down to €82 for 2 pairs, which I will put on screen for you. But then I put myself together and I was like, well, it's quite a good price, but it's still just costume jewelry, and those Oscar de la Renta earrings are not my favorite Oscar de la Renta earrings. I would now just be interested in those 2 particular pairs because their price point is good and because I could haggle on those in a bundle. It's not the ones I love the most. Why should I just get something because I could get those at a better price point? If I still find some that I like even more, I will put them on screen for you as well. But those were more than I was willing to pay, but somehow just the whole Oscar de la Renta costume jewelry thing is on my mind and got me tempted and might keep getting me tempted. Staying in the lane of costume jewelry, maybe some of you remember the Miu Miu poodle dog earrings I shared in one of my temptation videos a while ago as well. Funnily enough, the matching necklace got to our TJ Maxx. Regular retail €300, TJ Maxx price €99.90. Yeah, and of course I got tempted by that little poodle with a pearl all over again, but I told myself, if it's meant to be, it will go on sale and I will be able to score a better deal and then I might consider to buy it. For now, I didn't do so and it's just a temptation. Here, again, let me know what you think of that necklace. Do you think it's cute or do you think it's kinda childish to put a poodle around your neck? But hey, to whom are you even talking? I put a V around my neck without having any connections to V's. V like vagina. Well, not sure why I should put that around my neck. Just came to my mind. Same TJ Maxx shopping trip. Let me know what you think of those slides. They were €35 instead of 115. They were real lamb fur. And of course, they look like Hermes slides. And usually they would be too close for my liking to the real deal and I wouldn't feel comfortable to wear something that tries to pass off so closely to be something else. But since I'm not that happy about Hermes anymore, I just thought, who cares? Who cares? I'm not sure if I want to spend money on Hermes, so maybe I should get the dupe slides for €35. They were super cozy. But yeah, I'm not really sure if I would wear them or if I would not feel that comfortable wearing them. Left them behind for now. Another piece of costume jewelry that I should have mentioned in the order of costume jewelry, but somehow on my list it slipped more behind, were those Celine earrings on Vinted, which were just €85. Which yet again, I do not really know how much they would cost regular retail. But for those Celine earrings, I did not have the very best feeling for authenticity, because I don't know how I would be able to authentify a piece of Celine costume jewelry. And you might think, well, but you got a piece of costume jewelry. I did. But Oscar de la Renta is not as popular as Celine and I don't think it gets faked as often as Celine. And if it would get faked, would it get faked to a degree that it's so well made like the real one? And additionally, I got the invoice and the name of the buyer even matches the package address I got. So I didn't have any doubts about that necklace, especially since I already got the totem hat from that same person, and just somehow about those Celine earrings, they felt too cheap for what they are for me to trust that seller and trust that offer. Temptation, cause good price for what it is, but didn't get it cause I rather be careful than sorry and getting scammed. Since I mentioned totem again, I went to a thrift store recently as well, and it's the same thrift store where a while ago I spotted a totem maxi dress. And they had a selection of 3 more totem items, which got me tempted just because they were the brand, but I went into the store shortly before it closed, so I did not really have much time to make up my mind. The white pants, they definitely would have been too small for me. The green dress, I would have had to try on to see if I liked the fit on me or if it doesn't look good. And the blue jacket, I kind of liked, but I have more than enough jackets, and then I was just undecided. Didn't want to buy anything just because it was a brand, so I just took some shots for you, and unfortunately I did not really have the time to try those pieces on, so I left them behind. Maybe if they are still around the next time I visit that store, I might try the pieces on and make up my mind. But for now, it were not the most incredible prices. It's way more than I would be willing to spend at a flea market, and just because it is that brand, I don't know. So didn't get that, which brings us to the last item, which is a piece of clothing as well. I will put it on screen for you. Very beautiful. I guess it reminds most of us of Zimmerman. It's not a Zimmerman dress. It's from a German, I don't even know how to describe it, online shop. They used to not be an online shop, but they used to be a magazine shop. I don't know the English word for that. Back in the days, in the 90s, when you ordered from paper magazines, they were big then. And now, of course, they have an online shop as well. And the dress was 99 euro, which is a great price compared to a Zimmerman dress, but it's not a Zimmerman dress. It's kind of a no-name Bon Prix dress. I really like the look, but I didn't like the price point, especially since my wardrobe is full and I have to get rid of things and I should not keep adding things, especially at a 100 euro price point. So left that behind. I'm watching it. I like the Zimmerman style and I would like to get a piece like that for this upcoming summer, but I don't want to spend that much on it. We will see where this is going to, heading towards. I feel like my English might not have been the best today because I haven't talked to you for so long. Talking about not having talked to you for so long, I promised you an outlet vlog for Freeport in Portugal. Of course, that one is still coming, it's just didn't have the time to completely put it together for now. As always, let me know what has been your favorite item from the things I showed you. Are you sad about something that I sold or a temptation that I didn't purchase? Thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you next time and bye. I heated up a lot. Really, I'm lacking so many words today. What's going on with me? The heater? How is the thing called that you have in a room where the heat comes from? The heating system? Oh Lord. And von Schnee. This looks really brutal. It really has not been that bad, but you know, sometimes they do a good job and they get what they need immediately, and sometimes they mess it up. I had struggle